It's Friday.
I absolutely love this elevator and I love the indicator of what day it is. Hey, what's up, family? I'm Rachel.
And I'm Joe.
And we are two crazy ketos.
And if you're new to our channel, welcome. Here on Two Crazy Ketos, we do different things like recipe videos and we do product reviews. We talk about various keto topics, and every Monday we go live on Keto Beyond the Couch because life exists beyond the couch.
You can find us in different social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
And we have a website, which is twocrazyketos.com, and that's where you're going to find all of our different recipes. Now we do upload at least 5 new videos every single week, so make sure you subscribe to our channel.
And don't forget to hit the little bell icon, and that way every single time we buy a brand new car,
I wish,
you'll be alerted to it. What is that car? I don't even know what it is.
I haven't paid attention to it.
Is it like a Rolls Royce or something? Somebody must know. What is this special car?
I don't know. I have to go look at it. I have some bad news.
You have some bad news? I have some good news. I brought my keto brains downstairs so I can make my coffee.
And have sucralose will travel.
Yes.
By the way, I am not at all concerned about this new study that says liquid sucralose or sucralose changes your DNA. Like, it's kind of like nonsense, but anyway, that's a whole different video. No, my bad news is it's Friday.
I know.
You have 1 day left.
I know, and it went way quick. I anticipated it would go quick, but it has gone quicker than I had ever thought possible. It's been such a good time.
So it is early. It is not even 6 a.m. We are up. We've been up since 4.
Yes.
So it's a good thing you took that nap yesterday.
I figured I need
sleep.
Well, I mean, it was basically a nap that turned into a good night at 5 o'clock. But I think I really needed it.
Yeah.
I really did. So one of the things that I've been told is, like, after a massage, you should, like, flush out your body, drink a bunch of water, and plan to just, like, get rid of all those toxins that just sort of get drummed up in the middle of a massage. And I thought, you know what? I'm just gonna go with that. I drank a bunch of water. I felt very good and relaxed, and then I just let the sleep do its thing.
So since we're talking about flushing out, you want some TMI?
Yeah.
So what was yesterday? Thursday. So Wednesday night we were talking, and Rachel's like, I really want to poop. I mean, because when you go on vacation...
Really?
Like,
you got to share mine.
Okay, well, I needed to as well.
Okay.
And so we were talking about, like, maybe we should get massages and that will push it out.
It did help.
It did. I didn't know if it helped for you, but I was going to say, like, it helped for me, like, where I was like, did I get food poisoning? Or...
No.
I'm flushed out. I think, well, first of all, salt water. Like, if you're having that kind of problem, you get in salt water, and when you get into that salt water, your body's going to absorb all of that sodium, all that potassium.
Yeah, that helps.
And it's just going to really help flush you out because, again, water chases salt. Your body absorbs all that salt from sitting in salt water. Drink a bunch of water, and everything flushes out. If you have a constipation problem, increase fat, increase salt. So anyway, it's super early in the morning now that the TMI is over. Good way to start the day.
Sorry.
We are headed off to the Mayan Ruins.
Which we're probably not saying right, but we're trying.
The excursion is meeting at 6:45 a.m. So we ran down here. We're having some coffee. The coffee station down here is open
24 hours.
24 hours. They're getting ready to set up for the espresso, so maybe it'll be set up before we actually have to get out of here so we can get our double shot of espresso. But I have to give a shout out to the staff here because I walked past, no name tag, no nothing on, and the guy goes, "Good morning, Mr. Joseph." Like, 6,000 passengers, and every week,
unbelievable,
working 18, 20 hours a day, and you remember my name?
I wouldn't remember my name.
I'm horrible at names. Are you good at remembering names? Because, like, I'll remember a face forever, but names, it takes me a long time to learn them.
I'm gonna get better. I know. That's my prayer. Get better with names because I don't like the fact that I don't remember names. I remember faces, but I don't remember names.
What is your trick for remembering people's names? Let us know down in the comment section. The fountains are turning on. This thing is kind of cool because it's got like a thing that's above right now where you can sit, see right there.
Yeah.
And it goes up and down like a spaceship. So right now the fountains are on. That means it's getting loud. So we will check in with you guys later. Okay, so we got up here to the Windjammer, and online it says they open at 6:30, but we got up here at 6:20, and they were already open, and there's people sitting down. So maybe they open up earlier. I don't know. But here's what I'm gonna have, because now we have enough time to eat. So obviously I'm not gonna eat all of this. I got a Ziploc bag, and we're gonna do some purse bacon and some sausage so that we can have something to eat during the day. But I got a little ham omelet, and then a couple of like fried eggs, because I love fried eggs. A little bit of cream cheese, because I like eggs with my cream cheese. And then of course I've got my Redmond. I'll eat like 2 or 3 slices of the bacon, a couple of sausage. The rest goes in my plastic baggie.
Well, we made it to Cozumel, and it's about time for us to go ahead and disembark for the day. But I am excited. As you can see, everything looks so beautiful. I mean, it's only 6:45 in the morning, but we are ready to go.
It's very interesting being here in Mexico, because I feel like home. It's like we said yesterday, it is flat,
Right.
hot, and humid.
At least in this area.
And it's also cool because, again, I haven't been on a cruise ship in, I don't know, 25 years, something like that, 30 years. Rachel's never been on a cruise, but coming into these different ports, it's very interesting how, like, you look out there and it's nothing except for the little port area.
Right.
It's very different compared to, like, Florida, where
every stitch of land is developed.
Yeah, so it's been a lot of fun. How are you enjoying your first ever cruise?
This has been so good.
Are you ready to start cruising?
I am ready to start cruising, and you could talking about like stress yesterday. It was hilarious to see the moment that I was getting a massage. You see my glucose dip so
significantly,
freaking significantly. It was amazing.
Yeah. One of the things that I think is really going to be a problem with you wanting to start cruising is you're spoiled, because your very first cruise,
balcony,
you had an ocean view balcony. So she's like, okay, I want to start cruising, but I only want this ocean view balcony.
Well, it'll give us an idea of what to save toward, you know, and then that makes it so that we do it in a reasonable way. Well, we slept on the water taxi over, and now we're here. We're gonna get off the boat and go find.
We gotta get on the bus.
Tour, yeah. Get on
Rachel
the bus.
didn't get seasick.
Yes. I am so glad I took Dramamine, because I don't want to take a chance. But it made me a little drowsy. Senor Frogs. I've heard that name a lot. Apparently, it's a very popular spot that everybody enjoys while they're here. But we're gonna head to see if we can get onto, I believe, buses, right? To get to our excursion. We are in Tulum, and we are making the most important stop. Is the first stop, and that is the stop to Los Baños, the restrooms. So we just got into the area where we're going to see the Mayan Ruins, and it's just such a beautiful view already. So we're here at the very top by where the Mayan temple is, and it was just so interesting hearing about the fact that even just the walled areas, it was very like based on class system. So you feel kind of privileged being up here, right? Because only like the priests or governors would be able to be up this tall. But what a view! Talk about beautiful real estate opportunity. It's just gorgeous here. It was very interesting hearing about how mathematical everything was made here, with mathematics in mind. And we get a lot of our traditions, 52 weeks, and I mean, just the seasonal thing, the equinox, all of that we can trace back to these Mayan traditions. And it's just really cool to hear from the tour guide. So how cute are these guys, some dung beetles working together to roll some poop away to their little secret hideout. Of course, they're not moving now because they obviously are camera shy, but super adorable. They were just rolling. It was like a bug's life in front of us. So we didn't take the keto tour up here to the Mayan ruins, but it was interesting to note that Mayan life expectancy is still 120 years. Why?
They eat the proper human diet.
They eat the proper human diet they were talking about, and that was something that came out. Like, oh, they live kind of off by themselves. I mean, our tour guide actually is of Mayan descent, but he says there's a lot of mixture of cultures, as in any culture. And but he said a lot of Mayans that are still trying to live traditionally do not eat things like McDonald's. They don't drink Coca-Cola. They try to observe a more Mayan traditional food culture, which involves lots of protein, especially things like a deer. We're talking about a ruminant animal there. So the white-tailed deer is iguana. They eat, you know, fish, just like a lot of meat. Chickens, they raise chickens. And so here, it's not as easy to raise a lot of vegetables. They do have some, you know, vegetables, but this is heavily limestone. So they have to rely a lot more on fatty protein than they do vegetables. Sound familiar? These people are living 120 years still. They do partake of fruit, but what kind of fruit do they eat? The ones that are locally grown and in season. So they're only getting access to things like papaya and mangoes when they are in season, and they enjoy them when they're in bloom. So again, Dr. Berry talks about it all the time. This is not a new way of eating. We're talking about an ancient culture, and I'm happy to hear that, you know, it's not lost. A lot of times we're like, oh, all the Mayans are gone. No, that is not. They are not extinct. It is more of like evolution, is what, you know, he was saying, that people intermarry, and there are still 6 million, I believe he said, people who claim to be of Mayan descent.
There you go, Rachel.
This one is guarding this little house here. The iguanas here are not afraid of people. He's clearly letting you know he is here first, and he is not moving. It's too hot to move fast like they do back home. Not as many like little shady spots where he's hanging out, but yeah, thanks to living in South Florida though, I'm not as afraid of them as I used to be.
So, you know, he was saying that the Mayan people live to 120 years and they eat deer and iguana.
They did eat iguana.
And in South Florida, you can kill and eat as many iguanas as you want. So I think we should try to make iguana tacos.
I think we should have somebody, we can raise them, because we have like 20 of them living right around our house. How about we do like Dr. Berry does and just like raise the sheep and then like have somebody else dispatch them?
Will you eat it?
I will eat it if someone else will dispatch it.
You heard her.
And it comes back looking
Sarah,
like...
you heard her, right?
It's happening.
Okay.
I will
Rachel's
do it.
Gonna eat iguana.
But I've eaten an alligator because by the time they make it alligator nuggets, it doesn't look like an alligator anymore. Hello, and welcome to Super Duper Pooper Sweaty. We are back on the bus now, and I am so thankful for air conditioning. I'm like thankful for air conditioning in a new way, because it's there wasn't a ton of shade where the ruins are. Maybe it ruined it for the Mayans, and that's why they abandoned the area, because it's pretty hot out there. So for the next part of our tour, we're coming to a cenote. Actually, we're going to be looking at 2 cenotes. Reminds me a little bit of us back home going to Devil's Den, where you can kind of swim, and also we're going to swim at the first one. The next one is just to see the areas where they have stalactites and stalagmites meeting. You can't touch those though, because you'll destroy them or actually kill them if you do that. So, but this is the first cenote that we're going to visit today. So we're here in the first cenote. This is a swimming one. You're allowed to swim here as long as you don't have any suntan lotion on, because it is living. Lots of fishes in here. And as you can see, it's a really fun place to be. We've only got about 15 or 20 minutes to spend here, so I'm not going to get completely soaked, but I am going to enjoy putting my feet in the cold water. It's like our water back home, like the
springs.
The springs. I'll find the word.
Probably about 72 degrees.
It is.
So if you sit down right there, you might be able to get an actual natural fish massage, because look at all the fish. So why don't you sit down and see if you can get your skin eaten.
How does it feel? It feels like the springs, right?
It's a little bit warmer than our springs. I would say it's probably about 75. Definitely cold for us, but I'm sure once I get in there, it will be good. It's just the actual jumping in. But you can see like all the fish swimming around my feet. They're not exactly nibbling on it yet, but maybe if you leave them long enough, they'll eat all the skin.
Here is the belly flop contest area. Nice. Okay, you got brave. You're actually in the water.
Yeah.
How does it feel?
It's refreshing.
I love that word.
I mean, Absolutely, the springs in Florida are colder than this.
It may just
But
be
for
that it's
me-
not as warm either.
Huh?
The atmosphere is not as warm either.
Well, no, it's pretty hot here. It's just I think that this water is a little bit warmer. Not much, but it's so weird though because I'm used to salt water, and in salt water you are much more buoyant.
Yeah, you have no
And so like
buoyancy.
I'm so used to just always being in salt water, and I barely have to tread in salt water. And here you can definitely feel it. Maybe one day I'll learn how to cave dive, then I can come back here.
So Sarah and I had to come all the way to Mexico to hang out for the day by the water.
Right.
It was, for me, it's like worth it. We message each other every day. Sarah has become one of my best friends, but it takes sometimes like stepping out of your comfort zone to actually get together.
Right.
I've never been on a cruise before. It's been like 20 years
Yeah.
since Sarah and Al have been on a cruise. But what's it been like to hang out this week with all of your keto buddies?
It's been awesome. Get to see different people each day and meet some new people at our table. So found out one guy at our table whose name is Phil is an artist.
How cool is that?
And the other guy, Chuck, he is a pilot.
Harry Rock.
And then Phil's wife is a real estate
Agent. Like, so you might not necessarily meet organically, you know, in life. So it kind of takes coming out to something like this, meeting different people. Ooh, Chris Bear and Joe are about to jump off of the ledge. So we're going to get some video of that. Here comes Chris. Wow, good job. Here comes Joe.
Well, you can ask him and tell him. I mean, they told you.
The rock is fluffy. We're gonna put it on.
Good job. One of the coolest things was for me to like be in public in a bathing suit with it not just being Joe and my children, but like be out in a bathing suit in public and maybe somebody know you. And I'm really thankful that this happened here, where I'm in the company of safety. Like I'm around people that I trust. Sarah knows my weight loss journey. She knows that I have loose skin. She is not judging me for not looking perfect 10 in my bathing suit. She just loves me for who I am. And I think that that's a really important part of the keto community as well, because you can let down your guard, which I never would have done before, and just enjoy the day. Like, I think a lot of people who maybe have not had a weight loss journey like me, that may just be their life. And it's just really easy for them to be in a pair of shorts or to be in a tank top or a bathing suit. But was it something that you were scared about?
Not at this point, but it was when I first started losing weight. That all this saggy skin hanging all over, and it's just a part of me. It comes with me.
It is. But it's like if you're worried about, hey, putting yourself out there, I highly recommend coming to some sort of a keto conference to do that, even in community, because I'm not the only person in this, pool of water that has had a similar journey. And it just feels very safe to be here with my friend Sarah, because I know she loves me for who I am on the inside and not just who I am on the outside. Come on out. Oh, I like that. Here comes Sam Bear. Here comes Lynette's daughter, Ashley. I love it. Here comes Max Bear. So we are at the second cenote right now, and this one has a cave element to it. So the brave people are getting into the more claustrophobic portion of our tour. So Joe is jumping in, of course, and I'm gonna wish them all bon voyage on their tour. super fun. Everyone has to wear life preservers for this one because you could get kind of sucked in. Next stop, cave diving.
I have no interest in cave diving, but we should have had you do that.
Was
you
it
would have loved that.
Was it cool to see?
Well, you get to kind of experience like cave diving, but without actually being underwater. But you know, when you go cave diving, you see the stalactites and mites, but they're completely underwater. Here, they're just above you. Obviously, you're wearing a life jacket so that you don't go under, because he did say there are extensive cave systems down there, and so you can go dive them.
If you got swept in there, that would be bad.
Well, they're making you wear a life jacket, so there's no chance you're going under. So this cave is like half underwater. So you're going along and you're about here, and you have probably about 6 inches to a foot over your head, but you can see the water dropping down, and it's really, really cool. You would have enjoyed it.
We made it back safe.
So we are just getting back, and there are a lot of cruise ships here in port. Look at that. There is an MSC, ours is over there. There's a Carnival one. So when we got here this morning, we were the only cruise ship.
Now everybody's joined the party.
So Rachel's excited because we're getting back. It's like 4:20. We're gonna run on board. It's time to go eat, and she wants to go to the dining room tonight because it's lobster night.
Fest. Look, we got a new one. It's a bunny. It's a little bunny.
So are you gonna go to a formal night like that?
No, well, I mean, if I'm honest, I want to because I'm just like, tired. I don't feel like showering. I'm like that lazy, but
I think we have about 20 minutes.
let's do it.
We did it.
Well, I might have just totally like screwed myself for the future because I have proven that if you dangle a lobster tail in front of me, I can get dressed. I'm talking shower, makeup, blow dry my hair, 20 minutes.
There is no more, I need 2 hours to get ready now. That's it. That's the end of it. Because I have to say, I think we clean up pretty nice.
I think we
don't
do.
clean up very often.
Right.
When we do,
We try.
we clean
try.
up pretty nice. I gotta show you what Rachel looks like.
Hello.
Look at this outfit.
I'm a little bit fancy tonight.
You look amazing.
Very, very excited, but even more excited than the dress, I'm excited about the lobster's tails. Let's go. I don't want to miss it. You're going to notice that this has been on replay the entire time we've been here because it is delicious. The escargot, I actually ordered 2 escargot tonight. I ordered 2 shrimp cocktails. I ordered a steak. I ordered a lobster tail. I'm going to give my steak to Joe. He's going to give me his lobster tail because you only get 1 for free. And then we ain't even done. I'm actually going to go to the Windjammer after this because it's supposed to be Indian night as far as like the cuisine. And I'm looking forward to enjoying some. I also got the tiger shrimp tonight, but I'm also looking forward to some different types of curry.
If you're curious, that is what the escargot
When
looks
it
like.
first comes. Not
Lots of
after
cheese,
Rachel
butter.
gets done with it.
So, really good.
This is escargot tray number dos here in Mexico because it's delicious. And Joe, what do you have?
French onion soup with no croutons. So just the French onion soup. And then there's like a whole bunch of cheese. And I mean, there's probably more cheese than soup. But
That's the way you like it.
look at the amount of cheese you have in there. But that's perfect.
Look at these beauties. We're double fisting shrimp cocktail today. I love it, and I've actually learned to really enjoy shrimp cocktail with just lemon on it.
Okay, I'm having my third appetizer, and this is going to be a salad.
Well, Joe caught me. I almost just had an empty shelf to show you. But here is a steak
You already ate half the lobster.
and half the lobster. Joe is going to get the steak, and I'm going to get his lobster.
I kind of feel like we need some negotiation here. I'm getting offers for my lobster. Like
Sorry.
Bronson's over there. Like, what are you offering?
I'm offering you half of the bed to sleep in. He can only offer you a couch. I can offer you another half of the bed. I feel like I've upped the bidding.
I feel like I can go shop this lobster.
You can shop the lobster.
Rachel is offering me half the bed. What can you top that offer for the lobster?
Half the what?
My bed, the bed, like
For your lobster.
Like, can you beat that?
I can't beat that.
You can't beat it.
I can't beat that.
Okay.
This fella right here, that one's mine too.
Again, like, we need some negotiation here.
I'll negotiate. Watch this. Okay, there you go. I saved you from having to eat seafood. And I got you my steak.
I don't want the steak.
Well, I could eat that too.
So, they forgot our shrimp.
They forgot like the tiger shrimp. They probably were like, no human person could order as many entrees as this woman has ordered. But that's fine. We're gonna go downstairs,
Upstairs.
We're gonna do the up down to the Windjammer.
It's day 6. Have you learned to strip yet?
I'm almost there, just in time for us to disembark.
You know what that means?
What?
Time for another cruise.
I'm in.
You're
I
in?
did not think I would
Is that
like
what you want
it.
for your birthday this year?
Well,
You want another
can
cruise?
you bring all of my friends
I know.
onto it? Because I mean, that's the thing too. We've had such a good time visiting and hanging out. Not that I don't love you,
Yeah.
but like I've loved getting to talk to everybody else. So, I hope I like it as much if it's just us as it is with all the friends.
We're gonna head up to the Windjammer in a little bit. First, we're gonna get coffee. Okay, we're up here at the Windjammer. Rachel is off getting her food. I already have my plate. Let me show you what I got. So we got some roast beef that they're making over there. We have some type of a lamb dish. Don't remember what it was. Buttered chicken. And so far I haven't had any issues with the sauce setting off our CGM, so I'm pretty comfortable eating it. I'm sure there's a little bit of flour in the sauce, but I'm primarily eating the chicken and leaving the sauce anyway. We have a grilled chicken here. And then I have a burger with some sauerkraut on top and a couple of little vegetables. In addition, I have my coffee. He calls this a black eye. It's a double shot of espresso, and then fill the cup the rest of the way with coffee.
You would think that I have not eaten tonight, and yet I have most certainly eaten. We've got some roast beef. I'm getting all the fish in, and I really wanted like the Indian type of curry. So I've got the butter chicken. I have some like hotter chicken curry and some chicken breast. Just basically all of the meats.
You didn't get the lamb?
Oh yeah, there is lamb. This is lamb. This one is lamb.
I will tell you, roast beef, not that great. Probably
that great.
not worth the extra food.
Well, that's fine because I have other things that make up for it. The lamb is good.
We had an amazing day.
We sure did.
Why are you smiling?
Because we had an amazing day, but I also had an amazing dinner. It actually took
two of them.
2 floors for me to have dinner tonight. We had main dining, and then we went to the Windjammer, and that was delicious. And then my husband got me some anniversary presents.
Please don't say that. These are not anniversary presents.
These are absolutely anniversary presents.
Because by you say when you show them what you've got, they're gonna be like, "That's an anniversary present, Joe. You're like the worst husband in the world. It's like such a bad, cheap anniversary present."
No, well, you got to know your partner.
Okay.
And Joe knows that his partner, I must be part cat, because if it's sparkly, I'm running after it, right? And I love fake jewelry. I just like big fake jewelry. So they were having a blowout sale. It was
it's fake, all right.
Like $6 a box for a box of jewelry. So I got a whole bunch of hoopy earrings. I got this cute heart box. So it's like $6 and you got the necklace and the earrings.
I feel like this is below Claire's boutique quality.
Well, and then the last one, I think I'm going to wear tomorrow. Last day of the speaking.
Yeah.
Before we change. Now, I do have some cute junk jewelry for the 20s night. Tomorrow night is the Roaring 20s night. And I bought some jewelry ahead of time for that with Nanny. Or my mom. And but I'm excited about it. I thought that was so much fun.
I'm glad you like it.
My kind of souvenir. And you know, we can easily pack it, because that's the other thing. We were packing tonight.
Yeah, we started packing up our stuff so that we don't have to like
rush
frantic tomorrow, because we have to have everything outside of the room by 10 o'clock tomorrow. You know, 10 o'clock at night. Otherwise, so we're trying to figure out like, what are we going to keep out? What are we not? Set up our bags and everything, because we are not going on the tour transportation.
Right.
We had to arrange our own transportation because we're going into Hobby Airport, whereas everybody else on the cruise is going to a different one. So it's a little bit added level of stress.
Exactly.
And so, you know, we were trying to figure all that out. And then you're talking about like tomorrow night is the 20s party.
Right.
I'm still debating on whether or not I'm losing my voice. I'm debating on whether or not like to even go to the main dining room for dinner tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I know this is going to sound bad. I'm not overly impressed with the main dining room.
No.
I'm really, the only reason to go to the main dining room for me is to visit with people.
Right.
I'm not overly impressed with it. First of all, for me, it takes a long time to get your food. And
you have a lot of people to serve.
There's a lot of people to serve. I'm not knocking the cruise. I mean, that's what it's supposed to be, the experience. But we have like so much going on. And like, I really like the food in the Windjammer. I just do. Like, we didn't buy any dining packages to go to the fancy restaurants. So it's pretty much like the Windjammer and the main dining room. And so there's a lot of people that we can visit with in the main dining room
also,
too.
right.
Rather in the Windjammer. So I was thinking about maybe going just to the Windjammer for dinner tomorrow, and then we get to hang out with everybody at the Roaring 20s party.
Right. We'll get to see everybody whether they're at the table or not.
Yeah. So I don't know. We're going to figure that out. But right now, we're going to close out this vlog. And I think I'm just going to relax and then go to sleep.
I got my jammies, so we're going to bed.
Well, I sort of have my jammies on. I'm just, and then tomorrow is the last day at sea. The last day at sea. We do conference tomorrow. It's very windy outside.
It is.
So the seas aren't bad, but the wind is up there. And since we're on the 10th floor, you do feel the ship rocking a little bit. It's kind of like being in a skyscraper. If you've ever been a really tall skyscraper, like in Manhattan on a windy day,
that's where you feel it.
The building. That's what I feel right now. So if you like seeing videos like this, take a look at some of the videos we have linked right over there. Also, make sure you take a look at the most recent videos I'm going to put right over there.
But whether you head this way or you head this way, don't forget to head this way. Subscribe to our channel and click the little bell icon. And that way, every single time it takes 2 floors to feed me, you'll be alerted to it.
Till next time.
Bye.